so much for joining our Friday Feel Good session. I hope that today finds you well and in good spirits, rearing and ready to go for the weekend. I think we'll just jump right into the cards today and see what the universe has to say. This is an interesting card. I respect the spirit within the matter. One more time. I respect the spirit within the matter. I feel like this card is reminding us that we can seek compassion in situations that might be difficult based on the true spirit of what's happening. I feel like that might be probably the simplest way to put it. There are times where the relationships that we have are the relationships closest to us that come under strain, difficulty because of disagreements. And it's very easy to kind of write somebody off because of something they said or what they believe. And I think this card is kind of calling us to look past what's on the surface, look past the emotions and the sometimes chaotic energy that can accompany a disagreement. It's asking us to look past that and look to the deeper emotion, the deeper cause, I suppose, of that belief or that action. Because a lot of times, and I think this is especially true of platonic friendships, a lot of times there are tendencies to kind of just mash everything all together and dismiss someone based on, you know, I don't like how they said this to me, or that's not my ministry. But when we look a little deeper, maybe it was the delivery, right? Sometimes the way we were raised, our individual circumstances, sometimes they put us in a space where our communication skills might not be the best. And I say this as one personally who struggles with that. My cat's angry, he can't participate today. But if we look past the delivery, if we look past the attitude, the sass, if we look past the sarcasm, if we look past the cynicism, maybe we can empathize. We can identify with the cause, the reason, the source behind that. Is this person saying these things out of love and I just don't want to hear it because it sucks how they're saying it? Not what they're saying, but how they're saying it. Am I on the defense because is my ego now bruised because of how they said what they said, how they did what they did? But are they doing these things? Are they saying these things out of love? I respect the spirit within the matter. Let's come onto the mat. Trying to get my poor phone out of low power mode so my timer will stay on. And let's come all the way to the back of the mat. Bring the big toes together. The heels, bring the big toes together and the knees apart. And with the shoulders, the palms slightly wider than the shoulders, let's take some side to side movement. Just preparing to come into this child's pose, just kind of opening up the hips a little bit if they haven't been opened at all, if they haven't been addressed at all today. You can come into little circles or boxes, if you will. Rocking side to side. And here we're also going to work through the pelvis. So take a few pelvic tilts here, specifically in the lower back. Bring the tailbone up. Keep the chin relaxed, the neck relaxed. See if you can extend that arch into the mid and upper back slightly as the shoulders pull back. And tilt the other way. We're going to pull the tailbone underneath. Still mainly working with the lower and the mid back. We don't have to drop the chin down. But see if you can feel a stretch along the low back. Reverse. Coming back to this sort of modified cat-cow here. And round. Beautiful. We're going to release the hips back towards the heels. Stretch the arms out long overhead. Reaching the fingertips as far as they'll go. Bringing the belly nestled in between the knees. Maybe you take some little movements here. Getting into the hips and feeling good. Beautiful. Inviting a little more movement. Inhale. We're going to round the spine, coming up to that tabletop kind of position. Keep the knees wide. And come forward, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, bend the elbows. Bring the tailbone up. Push the hips back. Coming back into child's pose. Settle the hips down, stretching the arms out once again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the palms where they are. Inhale, round the spine to come up. Shoulders move over the wrists. Exhale, drop the hips down. Bend those elbows. Lower the hips. You can bring the feet up. Lowering the ribs and the forehead. Beautiful. Pull those heels in towards the sit bones. Knees are still wide. Deep breath in, squeeze those elbows in, exhale, and lift the shoulders. Beautiful. On your next exhale, release, forehead down to the mat. We're going to release the feet. Bring the heels in line with the hips, pressing up to tabletop. Exhale back for child's pose. The knees are hip distance apart this time. Maybe you get a deeper rounding in the spine. Bring the palms together. Bend the elbows and take the fingers to the back of the neck. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take a few more breaths here and see if you can widen the shoulders across the back. Pulling those thumbs in a little bit more. Maybe you walk the elbows forward a couple of inches. And breathe in. Breathe out. Release the palms here. Inhale, roll it up to a tabletop position. Keep the belly tucked in. Flatten the spine here. Top of the head reaches forward, tuck the toes, and take your downward dog. Inhale. Come up to your tippy toes. Both feet all across from the big toe to the little toe. The ball of the foot presses down. The toes press down. The palms are pushing into the mat, bringing the belly towards the thigh. Breathe in. Relax the neck. Exhale. Send the heels towards the mat. They don't have to touch. In fact, pedal out the heels. Bend the right knee. Left heel comes down. And switch. Pushing through the front of the ankle. Stretching those joints, keeping the mobility in the feet, in the ankles. Beautiful. Inhale, come up to your tippy toes, both feet. Send the shoulders over the wrists. Belly is still hugging up and in here. Exhale, hover the knees. Keep those knees slightly lifted. Bring the belly to the thigh. And lift the hips up, downward dog. Inhale, stretch the right leg up. And knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, stretch it back, reach the right foot up, opening the hip here. Exhale, knee to outer elbow, outer right elbow. And push it back. Knee to outer left elbow. Outer left elbow, twisting just a little bit, incorporating those obliques. Beautiful. Come back, down, three-legged dog. And knee to chest. Step forward with the right foot. From here, lift up the heart. Send the shoulders down and back. Deepen the bend in the knee, dropping the hips just a little bit. Inhale, keep that belly on the thigh, straighten the right leg. Using the palms here to support, both toes facing forward, both feet rather. And that right hip is going to pull back. Inhale, come forward, bend that right knee. Lift the heart, shoulders down. Spread those right toes apart. And straighten that right leg. And come back, bending that right knee. And we're going to spin the left heel down and come on up to warrior two. Breathe in and breathe out. Straighten the right knee. Keeping the hips nice and open here. We're going to drop that right hip down, left hip comes up. And release the palms to the inner right leg. You can come down to a block. One more breath here. Stretch that left arm over by the ear here. Pull that right hip underneath. And come on back. Pressing down into the feet to lift the upper body. We're going to cartwheel the arms down. Turn that left heel back up. And we're going to step back. Downward dog. Shoulders spread wide here. Left leg reaches up. Right heel presses down. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift it up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to outer left elbow. Press it back. Beautiful. Knee to outer right elbow. Press back. Exhale, knee to nose. And step the left foot down. Coming up onto the fingertips, onto a block. Drop those hips. Deep bend in the left knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. Straighten up that left leg. Belly remains on the thigh. Press the left hip back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, bend, straighten. Last one. Let's bend, pull those shoulders back. Beautiful. Go ahead and straighten. And bend that left knee, spin the right heel down. Pressing into the pinky toe side of the right foot. Come on up. Warrior two. Take your time here, check your alignment. Left heel to inner right arch or right heel. Straighten the left leg. Pull pull that left hip underneath. And reach that left palm down, landing on the lower left leg or inner left leg. Take a few breaths here, feeling a stretch all along the right side of the low back. We're pulling that right shoulder back, opening the body to the right side of the mat. Take one more breath. Maybe we bring that right arm overhead. Notice that rotation of the shoulder. Right palm faces down. And release that right arm. Bending the left knee, come back to warrior two. Beautiful. Cartwheel the arms down. Spin the right heel back up. And come back here for plank pose. Beautiful. Knees down. Take a little mini push up here. Bring the tops of the feet down. Press the tops of the feet down. Propelling the head forward. Shoulders pull back. Elbows pull back. Belly up and in. And push it up and back for child's pose. Knees together here. Let's give the shoulders a rest. Bring the palms alongside the body. Two more breaths here. Beautiful. Bring the palms right next to the knees. We're going to press up to a nice kneeling position here. Let's come on up to a high kneeling position. Come on up to a high kneeling position. We're going to step the right foot forward. Right foot steps forward here. Stepping the right knee over that left, over the ankle. Take a moment here, finding that balance. Breathe in. Bring the palms to the heart. Breathe out and send the palms overhead. Take a breath from the fingertips down the left side to the knee. Exhale, open, twisting to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Here we're going to bring the palms to the heart and bring that left elbow to the outer right knee. Left elbow to the outer right knee. Give that elbow a press. Pressing the knee to the elbow, elbow to the knee. We're opening the shoulders to the right side. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, palms down. Palms down on the inside of the right leg. We're going to tuck the left toes and lift up the left knee. Beautiful. From here, maybe we come down to the forearms. You can come down to some blocks if that feels better, or come down to the left knee once again. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hugging that right knee in towards the body. Palms back under the shoulders. Tuck the left toes, lift it up and step back. Downward dog. Beautiful. One more breath. Nice. Bring the knees down. That left foot is going to come underneath the left knee. Flip the top of the right foot down. Breathe here. Palms at the heart. And arms overhead. Open the arms to the left. Left shoulder pulls back. Right shoulder stays open here. One more breath. Bring the palms to the heart. And drop that right elbow to the outer left knee. Hug that knee in towards the body with that right elbow. Breathe here. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic job. Release. Coming back to center. Palms down inside the left leg. Beautiful. So from here you can stay down on the right knee or come down onto the elbows. If you would like, you can tuck the right toes and lift the right knee. Take a few breaths here. Hug that left knee in towards the body. In this lizard pose for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Right knee down. Come back onto the palms. We're going to release that left leg and take the knees wide once more for child's pose. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, walk the palms out. Coming into Sphinx pose, stretching it out here. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Sending the low ribs down. Fantastic. You can stay here for a few more breaths, or if it feels good, press into the palms and lift the elbows. Come back down to the forearms. Open the elbows wide and rest the right cheek. You can bend the knees and windshield the feet left and right. Breathing into the belly. Massaging the thighs. And let's switch cheeks. Left cheek down. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to release the legs. I'm going to switch positions here so I can see. From here, we're going to open the arms to the sides. And here you can keep the elbows bent at 90 at shoulder height if that's what you'd like, or you can open the arms out to a T. We're going to bend the right knee and lift up the right foot, squeezing those glutes. Rotate, dropping the right foot behind you, aiming to touch down the toes and lift up that knee as much as you can. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come back to center. And release the right leg. Switch cheeks. And bend the left knee. Lift that left foot up and send it behind you. Rotating here. Reaching those toes for the floor, the mat behind you. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Come back to center. Release the left leg. And we're going to press up into tabletop just to spin the legs around. And finish our cool down here. Bring the knees to the chest as you lie on your back. Tuck the chin for length in the spine. Relax the shoulders. Breathe here. Maybe a rock left or right feels good. Releasing the feet down. Tuck the tailbone underneath, and we're going to press the palms down and lift the hips. Beautiful. Feel the shoulders press down and the hips drive towards the ceiling. If that feels good, maybe you come up to your tippy toes. Keeping those knees fairly parallel. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down top of the spine to the bottom. Nice. Right knee in, left leg out. And we're going to pull that right leg across the body. And maybe you bend that left knee, grabbing a hold with the right hand. Maybe you don't. That's optional. Here we're looking for the twist. And release the right leg, or left leg rather. Come back to center. And we're actually going to hold on to that right knee with the right hand and just let that knee kind of hang to the side. Opening that hip. Feel that left hip press down towards the mat. Try to keep it from raising up. And using that right hand to support or pull that right leg down to the side. Beautiful. Come back to center and release the right leg. Pull the left knee in and across the body. Maybe you pull that right leg in. Maybe you don't. And let's release that right leg. Come back to center and take that left knee out to the side. And nice and gentle, come back to center. Give those knees a hug one more time if that feels good. And stretch it out onto the mat. And take a few deep breaths. Stretching the arms down towards the feet, stretch the legs. Gather your shoulders just a little bit underneath your body. And allow a sensation of lightness to spread throughout. Exhaling to release. And feeling lighter with every breath. . inviting compassion during disagreements, misunderstandings. Based on the spirit of the matter. Inviting discernment, clarity, the ability to determine beyond the facade. You can feel free to stay here for as long as you would like, or as long as you are able. But for now, we must say our goodbyes. And until next time, as always, I thank you all for coming to stretch and flex with me here. I hope that today's session has served you. I hope you got a word. I hope you got a challenge. And I hope I see you again really soon. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Peace, friends. We'll see you next Friday.